today we're making foolproof pesto. Howdy, it's Linda from Veggie Outlaws, and today we're making foolproof pesto. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh, I love pesto. So hop on board and let's get cooking. So the first thing we do is we take a small dish and we fill it with cold water and ice. Then we bring a small pot of water to boil. And once it comes to a boil, we remove it from the heat. Then we take 3/4 of a cup of basil leaves, which we add in to our hot water. We're just going to add it in and immediately remove it. The whole point of doing this is to ensure that your basil does not oxidize, is to ensure that we have nice, beautiful green pesto. And then immediately we remove it and we put it in a pot of cold water. So now that it's in here, squish it around, then we immediately remove it and put it in our dish of cold water. Now, if you're making your pesto and you're going to be using it immediately, then you may be able to skip this step. However, if you want to make your pesto and use it maybe the next day or in a couple of hours, it's a great idea to do this because beautiful green pesto is so beautiful and so tasty, but brown pesto, not so beautiful. Okay. Once we remove the leaves from that, then we can put this pot aside. Now we're going to drain this water and remove the ice. Now we're going to just squeeze out any excess water from our basil and set it aside. Now we're going to get our food processor. Now we're going to add into our food processor. We're going to add in our blanched basil. It's the first step. Now we're going to add 1/4 cup each of raw sunflower seeds, pine nuts. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon each of lemon zest, and nutritional yeast, 1/2 a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground black pepper, 3 chopped garlic cloves. Then we put the lid on. We're going to process it for 3 to 5 minutes. Good idea just to scrape down the sides. We're going to slowly add in 1/4 cup of olive oil. That looks good. We're going to take 1/4 cup of greens. It could be oregano, marjoram, kale. In this case, we're using oregano. We're going to add that in, and we're just going to pulse it a couple of times because we want to leave some nice green flecks. We don't want to over-process it. Looks good. Still needs a couple more pulses, but it's looking really nice. And our pesto is ready. And transfer it into a pretty serving dish. This pesto is so delicious. Goes great on pasta, sandwiches, vegetables, and it is a wonderful addition to our chicken pea burger. If you like what we made today, just stir up that like button and subscribe for more delicious recipes. Or hop on over to our website, veggieoutlaws.com. We have new recipes coming out every week, or you can pick up a copy of our cookbook, Veggie Outlaws, Most Wanted Vegan Recipes.